ওয়েলকাম। স্নেহভাজন ছাত্রছাত্রীরা, তোমরা বছরের প্রথম দিকে বই পেয়েছো। আমরা যখন প্রাথমিক বিদ্যালয়ের ছাত্র ছিলাম, সরকার এভাবে বই পায়নি। এখন তোমাদের ভাগ্যটা অনেক ভালো যে তোমাদের জন্য বাংলাদেশ সরকার হাজার হাজার কোটি টাকা খরচ করতেছে তোমাদের বই পুস্তকের জন্য, অনেক কিছুর জন্যই। তোমরা অনেক ভাগ্যবান এবং তোমাদের ভাগ্যটাকে তোমরা সুন্দরভাবে গড়ে তোলো, ভালো হবে। Kintu, of course, I should share with you something. And dear is honorable primary school teachers, I consulted with you in this section. Of course, you have learned many technique of education, especially at PTI. Similarly, I need to share with you something to give you understand this thing, that there are many meritorious students in this country. For not getting opportunity, they cannot be scientist. For not getting opportunity, they cannot be doctor. For not getting opportunity, they cannot get to become especially that specialist in medicine. Medicine is a scientist. For not getting opportunity, they are not getting proper education, higher education in this country. It is extremely painful, shameful matter, but to that many students in COVID-19 and they had to drop out their education. And students of 7 female students, 7, 8, 9, 10, especially 8, 9, 10, 3 classes, you are getting many female students, especially who could not appear at the SSC examination in 2023 this year. Why? Many of them got married in rural locality because of poverty. Many parents who are service holder in garment sector, other factories, here and there, this and that side, they especially could not. And because of special, that is called their services had already been cancelled or dismissed from the parents, especially are dismissed from their service. For this reason, parents especially could not spend not a single taka for their sons and daughters. I got opportunity to speak with some other students that who are driving van, auto, soto, as well as Nosimon Korimon, as well as various kinds of vehicles, student of class 6 and 7, 8, etc. They are students and they are also earning money for their family, to maintain their family. They are especially 10 to 12 years old, 13 to 14 years old. Whatever might be, for this particular reason, my heart cries for them, but I cannot do anything. Honorable teacher staff of this country who are teaching in primary section, secondary school teachers throughout the whole country. Most of the schools of this country, especially which are situated in the rural localities. The person who are teaching English subject, I should share with you one thing, that of course, especially suppose you are teaching narration, you can tell one sentence in Bengali and one sentence is in English. Suppose you are teaching especially voice, you can also discuss something. In this and that, you are teaching transformation of sentence, you need to discuss something. Joining sentence, of course, you need to discuss is something. You are especially, that is called, you must not tell showing, that is called stories. Story writing, I should share with you something. You must discuss that stories in Bengali. Of course, you can discuss a juxtaposition side by side in English. এখন আপনি যদি বলে দেন এটা শিখে এসো, কালকে পড়াটা নেব, ও ছাত্র কিছুই বোঝে না, বাসে যে খালি মুখস্থ করে কমিট টু মেমোরি, ভমিট টু পেপার, কমিট টু মেমোরি, ভমিট টু পেপার, বাসায় কী করবে? মুখস্থ করবে, ক্লাসে এসে বমি করে দিবে, ক্লাসে এসে বমি করে দিবে, অর্থাৎ বাসায় শিখবে আর পরীক্ষার খাতায় বমি করবে। কি শিখলো তারা? What can listen did they learn in this section? Therefore, you are being requested to especially consult this thing. Maniker khanik bhalo. Whatever you teach, you can teach especially them taking special care. Special care would be helpful for those students of our country, what we cannot deny. For this reason, of course, এটুক পড়ে আসো, ওইটুক পড়ে আসো, ওইটুক শিখলে যথেষ্ট, এই কথাটা দয়া করে আপনারা বলবেন না। আপনারা যেটুক পড়াবেন ওইটুক সুন্দর করে বুঝিয়ে দেবেন। যদি আপনি কোনো বাংলার পড়াচ্ছে, প্রাইমারি স্কুলের টিচার পড়াচ্ছে, পাখি সব কররব রাতেই পহালো, উনি এটাকে আবার অনুবাদ করে দিচ্ছে, ওই পাখি সব, ওই কররব, ওই রাতি, ওই পহালো, অনুবাদ হয়েছে। এখন বলা হলো কবিতা লিখতে, ছেলেরা লেখা শুরু করলো। পরতে বসে না মন করে আনচান, আপনি লিখে দিলেন যদি না বসে মন ছেড়ে দেব কান। তাও তো কবিতাও হলো না। আরেকজন কবিতা লেখা যদি কেউ শুরু করে, হাতি আকাশে উড়ে মেলে দুই পাখা, বাইরে এসে তোরা সবাই চাঁদের আলো মাখা। হাতি আকাশে উড়ে। Whatever is might be, of course, I should share with you something, especially the person is you are engaged in primary sector and section is especially please shape and reshape is the primary sector and section is properly, perfectly, adequately, exactly, really, finally, fundamentally, this and that. Of course, you may take assistance, especially from developed country, resist country. There are many rismen who are staying in different countries of the world. You can easily take assistance for the students of this country, for the deprived student of this country, for the neglected students of this country, for the poor and pauper students of this country, for especially needy people of this country, for the needy students of this country who do not have educational component, who are suffering from different diseases, who do not have any warm cloth, of course, to wear, who are not getting chance and opportunity to study, who are not getting chance and opportunity to purchase, especially that is called a khata or a pencil or pen or other thing what they need. In the chant that the person who are men of this country like Bosundhara stretched his helping his hand towards the student especially of medical science. I personally congratulate especially that is called chairman of Bosundhara as well as director of Bosundhara, and especially who are performing this trust connection. There are many factories especially in this country, many industrialists in this country who have lot of money and who have especially bank balance in different countries of the World Bank including. Obviously, you may just especially take a step for the property taken students of this country, by which it is possible on the part of ourselves to get a developed nation. And if our children can't take education, proper education, higher education, appropriate education, is a desirable education, of course there is getting, that is called they would be able to perform a lot of things for the betterment of their families, for the betterment of the country, for the betterment of the nation, and they would be able to improve themselves properly, perfectly, adequately, exactly, really, finally, fundamentally, geographically, politically, psychologically, of course there is getting. Why will you not do something for them? If Bosundhara can do, in the and that other especially pharmaceutical limited, more than 200 pharmaceutical pharmacy, that is called, of course, here is getting medicine make factories in this country. You may also come out the person who are industrialist of garment sector, RMG sector. You may also come out especially for the poor and pauper. Of course, you can just go village to village. You can notice here and there this and that, the sons and daughter of rickshaw puller, van puller, of course, hook hut, that is called cannot especially, of course, earn some food is especially, and for their is eating to maintain the family. How can they especially their scholars bring, how can they bring their sons and daughter to educational institution? So honorable industrialists of this country, you please come out is especially from your luxurious life. You can spend some money for the poor and pauper, and you would be able to get reward in mundane world as well as the next world. The action what is being done is by myself. I'm not going to show my credit before the students of Bangladesh or who are my listener. I would like to just show you good path so that it is possible on the part of yourself, especially to be established as a person, well educated as a person, well known as a person, strongest as a person, sagacious person, experienced person, internationally standard as a person, to become especially that scientist as well as especially famous as a writer, famous as a dramatist, famous as a, that is called, of course, here is getting politician. In the and that skill is especially personality, thus you can acquire skill and skill. Of course, you are getting প্রিয় ছাত্রছাত্রীরা, তোমরা কিন্তু কেউ এইভাবে ইংরেজি বলবে না ইউ কেমন আছেন, ইউ কি ভালো আছেন, এ কথা কিন্তু বলবে না ছাত্রছাত্রীরা। তুমি যদি ইংরেজি বলতে চাও ইংরেজি বলো, না বাংলায় বলো, সমস্যা কি? তুমি যদি এবার বলো ইউ কি ইটিং করছেন, ইউ কি গোয়িং করছেন, ইউ কি এখন ইউ ঘুমাচ্ছেন, এটা কিন্তু বলা যাবে না। ইউ কি চা টেকিং করছেন, এভাবে কিন্তু বলা যাবে না, এটা ভাষার বিকৃতি হয়ে যায়। আমি আশা করি তোমরা আমার কথাটা বুঝতে পারছো। হোয়াটএভার ইজ মাইট বি, আই ডু বিলিভ ইজ ওয়ান ম্যাটার দ্যাট ইউ হ্যাভ আন্ডারস্টুড ইজ মি। ইংলিশ ইজ নট ইজ মাই মাদার টাং, English is not my mother tongue, of course I should share. And since my childhood I had the strongest desire to do something for the betterment of Bangladeshi students, as well as other sector and section who are candidates for BCS examination, who are candidates for banking section, who are studying at home and abroad, who are performing their duty and responsibility befitting manner, who are according versatile quality, who are especially highly ambitious personality. All classes of people can listen my discussion to make yourself benefited. Sometimes, especially that school, I speak especially slowly. Sometimes I just speak especially that very fluently. For this is the reason when my heart cries for the poor and pauper. On that particular time, I would like to that is called show due respect to those industrialists of this country, rich men of this country in Greater Sylhet district. The Sylhet is called Second England. So many research personality who are living in Greater Sylhet. In Dhaka, as well as other places, there are many rich men, industrialists, aristocrat, and you may also just come out for the poor and pauper. আপনি কিছু জাকাতের কাপড় দিলেন, বছরে 2টা জাকাতের কাপড় দিলেন, এটা দিয়ে যদি আপনি শেষ করে দেন তাহলে হবে না। আপনারা একটু লক্ষ্য করেন যে আমাদের দেশের ছাত্রছাত্রীরা, গরিবের ছেলেমেয়েরা কীভাবে লেখাপড়া করে। আপনার সন্তানকে তো আপনি ইংল্যান্ডে রেখে মাসে লক্ষ লক্ষ টাকা ব্যয় করতেছেন, ইংল্যান্ড, আয়ারল্যান্ড, স্কটল্যান্ড ভালো ভালো দেশে রাখছেন, কিন্তু গরিবের সন্তানরা কী করে একটু দেখেন না, একটু দেখেন তাহলে বুঝতে পারবেন। ইউ উইল বি এবল টু কম্পেয়ার স্পেশালি দ্যাট ইজ কল ইউর সন্স লাইফ অ্যাজ এ লাইফ অফ poor and pauper. How they are suffering much, how there is what they are eating, what they are feeding, what they are showing, what they are taking. Of course, there is getting. When they become sick, they do not get medicine. There are some children of this country, I should share with you something, this and that, of course, and before their birth, they are deprived. জন্মের পূর্বেই তারা বঞ্চিত। The person who are the sons and daughter of rickshaw puller, van puller, auto soto, etc., that you are getting, or Salam locality of this country, so many pregnant mothers of this country who are bearing children. আপনি আমি সবাই কিন্তু মায়ের উদরে ছিলাম একদিন, লক্ষ্য করে দেখেন। You can also just visit with your family members to Salam locality of Chittagong, Rajshahi, Dhaka, other places of this country, how they are passing their time. This particular pregnant mother, of course, I should share with you. They are not getting especially that good environment. They are not getting good food to eat. They are not good especially place to sleep. They are not getting good washroom for bathing. They are not getting especially what they ought to get. Of course, especially they are living like the forest beast of Sundarban, or forest beast, of course, you are getting that is called Africa, or forest of Amazon. And forest beast of especially Dhaka Zoo, Chittagong Zoo, as well as especially other zoos of the world, of course, they are taken especially care in different season. But there are so many families in this country, I should share, they are not getting the chance and opportunity. For this reason, they are deprived especially from their childhood. I told you that deprivation start especially before their birth. Of course, such kind of special deprivation is on continuous process in this country. We cannot control this thing. But honorable rich man, aristocrat person, industrialist, and especially high-ranking personality, including bureaucrats, other person especially who are sitting in royal chair, who are staying, who are leading luxurious life, who are using Mercedes car, Prado Mercedes especially, as well as other most expensive car, expensive life. Of course, you may take step something from your own pockets. For those students who are deprived, who cannot take primary education, secondary education, higher secondary education, who are being deprived in this sector and section. And in this and that, if you can come out, I do believe it's one matter that some problem will be solved from this society. Honorable Disman, and our teachers staff is from primary section, secondary section, higher secondary section, higher section. Of course, I believe one thing, they are, that is called trying heart and soul to teach the student. So far I can understand, as in my college under the proper guidance of especially that is called Mr. Shadaruddin, principal of Professor is Bayruddin Degree College, whose especially that is called who has taken necessary steps for the better education of his college, and we take classes every day, and classes is going on is like kindergarten school, standard is kindergarten school. স্ট্যান্ডার্ড কিন্ডারগার্টেন স্কুল অফকোর্স ওয়ার ইজ গেটিং স্ট্যান্ডার্ড কিন্ডারগার্টেন স্কুলে যেভাবে ক্লাসগুলো হয় আমাদের কলেজে সেভাবে ক্লাসগুলো হয় স্ট্যান্ডার্ড স্পেশাল কিন্ডারগার্টেন স্কুল অফকোর্স ওয়ার ইজ গেটিং নো ক্লাস ইজ মিসড একটা ক্লাসও মিস হয় না that you are is getting, and in ideal school is of Bangladesh you are is getting in Dhaka no class is missed. Notre Dame College, especially Mymensingh Notre Dame College, Dhaka Notre Dame College, of course, there is getting teachers are taking classes. Private universities of this country, if there would have been any national calamity, natural calamity, political calamity, social calamity, psychological calamity, geographical calamity, other problems and troubles, especially these teachers of these private universities, they cover this thing on Fridays, on special holidays. And in each and that they perform their task connection. I do believe is one matter that I was also varsity student of Chittagong. I need to share with you something. I also just noticed our honorable teachers who took necessary steps for our education. However, might be with the passage of time, so many things which are changing in Bangladesh. So I would like to discuss with you one thing, especially the person who are rich person, aristocratic person, who have financial ability, capacity, sagacity, tendency, who are skilled person of this country. You can take steps for the poor and pauper, do something for them. You will get his reward in this world. You will get his reward, especially after your death. Reason, especially none of us, especially can tell one sentence: we are immortal. Man is mortal. Man is mortal. We cannot tell we are immortal. Man is mortal. Woman is not is immortal. Of course, there is getting. All persons shall have to die one day, today or tomorrow, sooner or later. Poor and rich and poor, aristocrat as well as non-aristocrat, president and peon, higher classes people, lower classes people. Of course, there is getting lovely and ugly person in each and that all classes of person shall have to die one day, today or tomorrow. For this is the reason we ought to take necessary steps, especially for our students and who are learning, who are reading. And according to my own opinion, I should share with you one thing that আমরা আমাদের ছাত্রছাত্রীদেরকে আর ড্রপ আউট করতে চাচ্ছি না। স্কুল থেকে তারা চলে যাক চিরকালের জন্য, আর স্কুলে না আসুক এরকম আমরা চাই না। যারা স্কুলে এসেছে তারা পড়াশোনা করে সামনের দিকে আগাবে, যারা এখনও আসতে পারতেছে না তাদেরকে আনা হোক, স্কুলে আনা হোক। অ্যান্ড এডুকেশন অফিসার, স্পেশালি থানা লেভেল এডুকেশন অফিসার, ডিস্ট্রিক্ট লেভেল এডুকেশন অফিসার, অ্যান্ড ডিফারেন্ট স্পেশালি ফেমাস পার্সন, অ্যারিস্টোক্রেট পার্সন, এডুকেশনিস্ট, member, chairman, influential is a person, Zilla level, district level, this and that, of course, here is getting. We need to especially have combined this effort to especially accomplish this action. Combined this effort would be able to helpful, of course, to solve this problem. And we need to solve this problem. May the mercy of Almighty Allah come on us so that it is possible on the part of us to especially that school to take necessary step for those students who are deprived, who especially that is called that deprivation start before their birth. Look at the family of rickshaw puller, van puller, of course, especially auto drivers, you are getting as well as assistant or worker, of course, especially motor sector and section, other sector and section, of course, you is getting who are labor, how much is it they are earning, and how can they take steps for the education of their sons and daughter. Yet some person is especially they are interested to take necessary steps for the education of their sons and daughter, I believe. For this is the reason, honorable, especially the school personality throughout the whole country who are listening my voice, my record, you are most welcome. I congratulate you. I congratulate you on behalf of myself, especially that is called Happy New Year has come especially for us, so that especially this year can bring for us happiness for the sake of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. May this special year 2022, 2023, not 2022, 2023 May Allah be gracious, especially that scholarship from the beginning of this year as well as up to ending is part January to December, December to January. I should share with you something. In this and that, especially we need to take preparation is not only for mundane world, for the next is world where there is a beginning, there is no any ending. একটা কথা আমি বাংলায় বলতে চাচ্ছি আপনাদের সামনে, সেটা হলো পৃথিবীর থেকে যে মানুষটি সবচেয়ে শেষে মারা যাবে তাকে কবরে থাকতে হবে 40,000 বছর। কত বছর? 40,000 বছর। এখন মানুষটি মেয়ে মানুষ হতে পারে, ছেলে মানুষ হতে পারে, আল্লাহ পাক জানে। ইন দ্যাট ইজ কল, লেট মি ট্রান্সলেট ইস দিস পার্টিকুলার থিং। এ পার্সন ইস হু উইল ডাই লাস্ট ফ্রম দিস ইস ওয়ার্ল্ড, হি উইল হ্যাভ টু স্টে 40,000 ইন দি লাইফ অফ গ্রেভ দ্যাট ইউর ইস গেটিং। মরণ থেকে যতই পালাও মরণ তোমায় লইবে ঘিরি, যদিও সুদূর আকাশ পানে লুকাও সে তাই লাগে সিঁড়ি। কবলে কতকাল থাকবি পড়ে, মরে গেলে বেঁধে নেবে কবরে। খবলে খেদমত করে বাবা মাকে, জেনে রাখো নাজাত আছে হাসরে। গবলে গভীর আছে দোজকে, 70 বছর পাথর গেছে পাতালে। ঘবলে ঘণ্টা বাজে ঘড়িতে, আজান দিয়ে নামাজ পড়ে জমতে। ও বলো উম্মত হলো গুনাহগার, নবী বিনে কে করিবে পুল পার। চ বলে চুরি কেহ করো না, হাত কাটিতে আদেশ করেন রাব্বানা। স বলে সালাম করো লোকেরে, জেনে রাখো দোয়া দিবে তোমারে। এখন যদি কোনো ছাত্রছাত্রী সালাম এইভাবে দেয়, নাউজুবিল্লাহ মিন জালিক, আল্লাহ আমাকে মাফ করুক, সেটা হলো যে চালিকুম আলিকুম, তাহলে কিন্তু সালাম হলো না। স্পষ্ট করে দিতে হবে সালাম, এবং ওয়ালাইকুম বললেও হবে না, ওয়ালাইকুম সালাম বলতে হবে। অফকোর্স ইউর ইস গেটিং, স্পেশালি ইন দিস অ্যান্ড দ্যাট উই নিড টু আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড দিস ম্যাটার. I should share with you something. Importance of Salah, especially Salam, I shall tell you inshallah in my next voice. By the boundless mercy of Almighty Allah, may Allah be gracious on me, may Allah be gracious on me, may Allah be gracious on us all.